How's it going? I'm Ryan. Today, I'm going to go over the two trades that I took on NQ. Both were winning trades. End of the day, up, I believe, 261 is cleared, but 261 on the day off two trades, most of it off of one trade, although that was probably the less ideal of the two that I took. So let's get into it, what I was watching coming into the day. We had price kind of opening up between some levels. Really want to see like a pullback into a level and price reaction around a level. That's where I took my trades down here. As you can see, we did get that pullback down in here, held it on the 1 hour and the 15-minute. We'll dive into that a little bit more, but basically just looking for price reactions around these levels, reversals, continuation if we can get a continuation move, which is what I tried to do for my first trade, was catch some continuation. Afterwards, kind of looked like things were going to be reversing. We wouldn't get continuation to the downside, and it ended up going long on that. So break into it. Right off the morning, we were pretty weak. We had this pre-market high. From there, we were selling off. When the market opened, we continued to sell off. Came down close to this 400 level that I was watching, and we get a pretty big reaction. As we come back down, we have made a lower high. So we have a high here, a low here, a lower high here, and a lower low here. So we made a lower low here. I guess a couple reasons I wouldn't take this trade again. It ended up working out, but it wasn't a good trade. So reason number one, we come down and we test yesterday's high a day, and we hold that with two consecutive hammers, right? We get this one, we get this one, and then we start to bounce off that. Even if we do get continuation, it's probably going to get a decent move up. We're not just going to immediately reject. But the reason why I did enter this trade, and it looks much better after this candle, but the reason why I entered was it was a retest of the daily low. I entered a little early, but retested daily low, and then we were hitting some EMAs on the 2000 tick chart, so a little bit smaller time frame. But I didn't have price action confirmation, which is kind of the third thing that I would have wanted. Was using this, I'll show you on the screen here. I have a NQ trailing, it's kind of like a pre-made setup. So when I enter, it automatically sets stop and take profit. So you can see I entered right as it hit that EMA. It's the 13 EMA on the 2000 tick chart. You can see where I put my sell limit. If I put it there, you can see where the first take profit is right pretty much at yesterday's high a day. Stop loss was just a bit above where price hit. And then we had a runner at that point because I bought 6 contracts. So runner got stopped out for break even. The first take profit for 5 contracts at 20 points did hit. That's the majority of my profit right there on that move down. We kind of swept yesterday's high and then chopped around a little bit. So that trade, like I said, don't really have the full price confirmation here, price action confirmation here or here, but it was the retest this broken level and previous low. Only thing is we did hold and start to bounce off yesterday's high. So I'm not sure if I wanted to, if that's a trade that I would take again, looking for continuation in this circumstance. The second trade that I took was a long, and the reason being is very similar, and we can look at it really close or really quickly, but it's the same trade that I took yesterday. And that is that we come down, we sweep a level, we reclaim that level, and we get a break of structure. Specifically, this is a bit of a breaker block, right? We have lows, we have a high, we get a lower low, and then a higher high that breaks the structure. So it kind of sweeps those lows and then breaks above, comes back in to retest. That's where I want to enter, is when it's retesting kind of this liquidity that it broke out of. Retest, entered. I sold short. I was already up on the day, and I think watching some of this chop around in here gave me some hesitancy. So I bought small, 3 contracts, and I sold a little early for about 11 points there. It would have spiked up and hit my take profit easily. My take profit was a little bit higher. So had I just been patient, that would have been in game as well. But we can take a look. You can see as we broke above, basically what I was watching is this time frame. In this time frame, we're looking at the retest of, like I said, the liquidity that we had here from these selling candles. That was, each time price moved into here, we sold off pretty aggressively. So we break above it, we come down, we retest. Also, we got a retest of, we had the 13 EMA crossing over the 48, and we were getting, testing both of those in the holding. So that's where we entered right there. You can see where my stop was just a little bit below this level here. So if it came down and broke below this level, we could be invalidated. Take profit was a little bit higher. As I said, I just took this quickly. Should have been a little bit more patient. So first trade could have been better. Second trade was excellent. I wish I took that full size and just let it run, because it would have hit runners as well. That was a beautiful trade, and there's some money to be made there. So I should have taken the second one with full size. First one was a little iffy, but it happened to work out, so we'll take it. Account is growing. We are up $363.56 on this Apex Challenge account. Going for that funded. Looking to get there, looking to be consistent. Basically just waiting for setups I like to see. I can show you that same setup that I traded yesterday was right here. Right, we come down, we kind of sweep this level, we get a lower low, we get a higher high, we break this structure, we come and retest that area, and then from there we go. So that was the trade that I took yesterday, and this is pretty much the exact same trade that I took today. So yeah, just trying to stay consistent, right? But that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Peace.